So it is official, we are getting a Halo CE remake called Campaign Evolved instead of Combat Evolved. I have some thoughts that I need to curate, but there are two that I want to share with you right now. And believe it or not, neither of them are actually about the graphics. I think this actually looks pretty good while still sticking to the art style of Halo CE. It's not just graphics for the sake of graphics, which is what we got with CE Anniversary. It's also not the fact that it's coming to PS5, so all the PlayStation fanboys who have spent the better part of 2 decades hating on Halo can finally experience the franchise on their preferred plastic gaming toy. No, my first thought was something they left out that was very important. As you can see here, this is a hunter encounter, and if the player gets behind him and shoots him in the back, they don't die with one shot to the back. Absolute blasphemy. But it's okay, because if you shoot a hunter in the back, you can just sprint away when it doesn't die because, well, sprint is still in Halo. Obviously, that's a bit of a silly one, but there is a serious one, which is that they re-recorded the voice lines for the main cast, and I kind of have a problem with it. Now, don't get me wrong, I am excited to potentially hear new dialogue from these iconic voices, but I guess I never really understood how good Bungie's ADR directors were until I heard the new lines of dialogue recorded during the gameplay demo. Like, go watch it for yourself. It's kind of hard to explain, but the dialogue that got carried over from Halo CE that was not re-recorded sounds significantly more natural and less video gamey than the new re-recorded dialogue from the original cast. I guess the best way I can explain it is that when Halo CE came out back in 2001, an FPS game like that on a console was kind of unheard of, so there were a lot of things that the game had to explain to the player. For example, the first mission has a set of stairs to show the player that you can look up and down because that wasn't super common on game consoles. But in this gameplay demo, Cortana giving Chief the instructions on what he needs to do next feels more like a video game character telling you what you need to do next in your video game, compared to a helpful combat AI telling you what you need to do next to complete your mission. As somebody who has spent literal decades playing Halo CE, it's the only thing that really stood out to me, aside from Sprint, where it just didn't feel quite the same, or didn't feel like it was in the spirit of the original game. I don't know, you all have to let me know what you all think. Go watch the actual video itself and let me know what you all think in the comments. Oh, and one little parting fact here, if you didn't know, the mission Silent Cartographer was actually called B30 by the developers and was the most polished mission in Halo CE because, well, it was the first mission they started working on. And also the mission they spent the most time on, so it makes sense that the gameplay demo was going to be B30, or the Silent Cartographer.